You know, I used to say to people, yeah. I used to say to my friends, yeah. They'll be like, yo, you know, I respect you. I said, brother, I don't want your respect. I'd rather you fear me than respect me. Do you see what I'm saying? This is what I used to say, because, like, on the road, yeah, you got categories. Like, you got the youngers, and then you got the olders, and you got other olders. You know what I mean? Sometimes you could be more serious than your older, but you'll give them respect. Do you know what I mean? I never liked to hang around with the youngers because I didn't want the youngers to know me. Do you know what I'm saying? The youngers already feared me for what they've heard of me and how I move, and they see how I move. My guys, some of them might fear me. Some of them, the one that are closer to me, be like, he's a joker, he's a clown, like he's not that. But they just know that, yo, it's my guy. Do you know what I'm saying? So it brings power, and it makes you navigate easy in life when you have that kind of power. You could go to an area where you think no one knows you, but your name has been around. So that's my man, you know. No one ain't gonna try and move to you like that. They'd rather come to you and become your friend.
And we only want to use that power to each other. That's the conditioning.
We don't use that power. We're not gonna use that power to a white man.
No one else.
We're not gonna use that power to an
Asian. We're gonna come under them when we see them. We're gonna come a bit further down.
Yeah.
We're gonna take it down a notch when we see those other.
Why do you prefer to be fed than respected?
Because respect is only for like it could be for just a minute.
You said before that's how you felt. Is that how you still feel today? You'd rather have the fear than the respect?
I don't care about the respect or the fear. I don't want you to give me none of it.
None of it today.
I don't want none of it.
What is respect? No, I want to go with what you're saying, but I just want to know what is respect.
Oh, you asking me that?
Everyone.
I
genuinely don't know.
I think respect. I think people give people respect is like they respect you because of what you've done, where you are, the position you are in. You know, I respect him because I want to be like him.
What does that look like?
That is looking at the world via a white man's eyes.
There you go.
Because I know myself, I know who you are. I know who he is. Him, her. That's not because of what you've done. Because if I'm looking at the system, everyone's doing what they've been told to do. If you ain't going against them and strategizing in a way to create something away from that, then you're doing what they do. So I can't look at you through.
But watch this now. Go on. The white man never showed us respect. What did the white man show us? Fear. And what did we?
This is what I'm saying.
Now I get why
you understand.
This is what I'm
saying. The white man showed us
This
fear.
is also why I asked
but don't
the
get.
question. Because for me, I understand what you're saying. I personally, I don't know about which one I prefer, but I look at it as fear. People will fear you only to a certain point as well, yeah? Like you said, fear comes when it's singular. When it's in numbers, sometimes people lose fear, right? Like you said, we should be doing things. If we do things of abundance, you lose the fear because you've got other people to support you. Now, what happens, the white people feared us, but then what did they do? They came as a team, and then they switched it. Right, but what I'm saying is fear makes you do shit sometimes. Yeah, whether it's planned or whether it's spontaneous. So the way I see it is, he might fear me, he fears me for now. Once they got a team, they're running up on you to take you out.
But
because now you're one less fear.
What did I just say? That's what I turned around and said,
You don't want none of it.
No, well, that's what I said, When you're in that kind of position, you don't want to hang around with the young ones for them to even know that because they don't know what you're going, what you got orchestrated over here. You see how the white man moves? The white man he will show you this, but he's hiding this. You see what I'm saying, bro?
And going back to the music industry, the white man, they invest in jails. So if they have investments in jail, Universal is the biggest, they own everything. If they have investments in jails, you would always say, well, why do you have investments in jails? Because it's going to be lucrative. We help you to paint a picture, drill, trap. Where does that even words come from? And then you trap yourself in a mindset, and then you get nicked.
Are the record labels, the radio stations that keep continuously at daytime playing our children? Are they challenged in any ways? Has there been an email? Has there been any meetings?
Bagman!
What's going on?
What the bagman have to do?
What's going on?
And you see what he said about the music. When you talk about music, music also bring that artist. It gives them that fear. Like people be like, yo, did you hear what he done? Oh, did you hear what he said on that track? Look who he's hanging around with. Look all those shooters he's got around him. Yo, I'm not going over there. I'm not trying to mess with that kind of crew or that group of guys and everything. But then again, like I said, like she said, what happens when everybody's in every crew there's a Judas. Did you get what I'm saying? In every crew there's a Judas where because you got so much power, some other people will want it. But that's why I turned around and said, I don't want none of it. So what did I do? I pushed myself away from everybody. You know what I mean? They're still my guys. If something goes down, there's still that in me that's embedded in me. That's still savage. Do you know what I mean? But I don't want that.
For the right person.
But
that's basically hope.
This is what I was going to say as well. Like, I was thinking respect or fear. I think to be successful, we need both. Like, because I was trying to define what is respect, and I thought the best for me, this is my understanding, the best way to understand respect is if you put two plants in the same plant pot, they fight over the soil and the nutrients and they both die. If they have respect, they have space. So it's just the space, having the respect to allow others to blossom. But guess what? If you're getting money and I ain't, I love how you made the money, bro. I
respect your hustle, but
you get me? My family got to eat. So I need the respect to say, this is a serious man. I love what he's done. I look up to him. Also the fear to say, wow, this level of rising to the ranks gains you this respect and puts you in a position to be feared. So I think that we, as a community, as a collective, need to portray morals that make people look over the fence and say, wow, that's a respectable people.
I watched this.
You don't fuck with it.
I watched it. You said, yeah? Scarface, yeah? You see Scarface, yeah?
No, that's a good example.
Scarface basically showed you that. He said, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you get the woman, right? Well, my thing is this. You respect me, but you want to eat. If you respect me enough, then come to me and let me teach you so you can eat. Why do you have to pull out the thing?
But this is that, and that's the thing about.
That's why I said respect and fear is more powerful.
Yeah. And
So,
that's, but you.
But
you're right though. No, it works today, but it shouldn't be.
When you're
He's
in that
right. It
position,
shouldn't be
you
like
build
that.
a team because then you can all be respected. You can all have that balance of fear because you're now part of the team, but no one has to be trying to steal from the next one's
Alright,
pocket.
hear that. That's what also brings fear. You see what I'm saying? I bring you in, you make money.
Everyone
you bring
can
him
eat.
in, you make... Bro, we become more powerful when people fear us.
Yeah, but guess what?
That's fear.
But that's only
In
in,
that
our
too.
community. Every other community, the Asians do it, the Polish do it,
Let-
the Albanians
And
do
this is it.
Every
Let
other
me
community
shoot.
is coming here and
Shoot!
Let me go.
Counter-attack!
This is what I'm saying though. A lot of those groups, right, have rejected the Europeans. They've rejected the Arabs. In fact, they're standing on the blacks.
You know, no.
We ain't rejected no one.
You know why?
We want to be with everyone. So we are actually operating as white people.
No, you know.
They are the true niggas.
We're playing our
Because
position.
they gave us that. But they were truly that. That came from them.
Do you know what it is, yeah? They've watched the white man and understood the white man.
Yes.
We have not watched the white man. We want to be
The Asians.
the Asians.
Right,
They've watched the white man and understood the white man. We have not watched the white man. We want to be accepted
Yes.
by the white man.
Yes.
Someone said to me,
We want to be accepted by the white man.
Yes.
So once we're accepted,
Yes.
then we feel like we're going to be equal with them. The thing is, we're not supposed to be equal.
exactly.
We are.
We should not be looking
We
at
are the
anyone
god of this
except
world.
People are expecting
Yes.
them to teach us.
Bro.
As they're thinking, if I'm going to sit at the table,
The original
he's
man.
going to
Teach
teach
me.
me how to be like him, and I can go off and do it. It
But
don't work like
that's
that.
what I said.
don't
The
work
white
like
man will show you this, but he's hiding this.
Yeah.
Yo, the white man has always hidden things from the book because we don't like to read.
That's why
You
they
see
say
what
the
I'm
best
saying?
place to hide something from a black person is in a book.
If we all read it, you see, if every black person in the world read right now before they go to sleep, bro, let me tell you something, yeah?
That's true.
They're gonna be moving different.
Man,
If they read about themselves, they'll be like,
This is a man that gives
this little pussy,
people
this one,
books.
and then you wake up in the morning, you be like, wait, John, do you know I was reading that book of Malcolm X? What? I was reading Martin Luther King.
No, but we've got to get our young
Donnie's
kids on this.
there,
We've got to get our
moving
young
mad.
kids on this.
This is what I'm saying. All the other race have understood.
Yeah.
You know what one of my elders said? He said he was talking to this Indian man one time, and it's Elder Pepperkai, yeah, so he's African to the bone.
I could tell you're gonna say
So
something.
he was chatting to this Indian man, whatever. And this Indian man said, invited him round one day. I think he was working. I don't know what it was, or this is a story he heard, but whatever. He went to the man's house, yeah, and there was all noise in the basement. He said, "What's down there?" He said, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked." Man opened the door, yeah. He went down there, and it was a bag of Asian youths. They had telescopes, microscopes. They were learning mathematics down there. He goes, "We're down here training the future. This is very important to us. So we paid for all this equipment, and we've got our youths them coming to work here."
But don't get it twisted, you know.
Morals and
We've got
values.
PS5s though. Our youths them got PS5s. Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. You see what they're doing? don't get it twisted, you know. These guys have also watched what we was doing, like history.
Yeah.
The Panthers.
They know our
Malcolm
history.
X.
better than
They
we
wrote a
do.
letter. They called the Dalek Panthers.
They know our history.
They
better
know
than
what,
we do.
Yeah,
bro. They know our
this is
history.
it.
You get
And
what
it's
I'm
like
saying?
what you said. So they've studied us while remaining themselves.
Yeah.
We've lost ourselves and we're trying to become them. That don't even make sense.
It don't make no
Back to
sense.
what I said earlier about when we were talking about things not being publicised enough, they did that. They went and researched us.
Yeah.
They went to find the information. They didn't say, let's wait until it's on Instagram and someone else knows it and send me a link. They went out and researched what they felt was important to them, and that's all we need to start doing.
Hey,
And they're studying our situation right now.
yeah.
100%.
Hey, don't get
More than we.
You know so
But
crazy.
we're in
we are
despair.
never the ones
We're the ones in
watching
despair, but they're the ones
ourselves.
studying
Yeah, we're not, yeah. Everybody's always
That's
watching
the
that.
problem.
But don't get it twisted. You see these white people also, yeah? They're starting to wake up, some of them as well. They're saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we took everything from them. But guess what? They're coming back. So you know what we need to do?
No, they know this. Some of them know this.
You know what we need to do? Yo, let me get a white guy. Let me get a black man.
Yeah.
So I'm in. I'm not racist.
Yes.
I'm always stood by you.
Yo, no, stop. This is why I said what I said.
This is what I'm saying.
This is why I said what I said about interracial relationships, bro.
Boom.
Because they are using this as a tactic to get in.
Yeah,
so you
bro.
have to deny them access. It's
Listen, we're
real.
coming to reclaim the earth. And
It's
they know
real.
it.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
it's
We're
real.
coming back to reclaim.
Huh?
Page 71. Destruction of black civilization.
Bro, listen, in that book, they highlighted it so much.
Over and over and
When
over
you're
and
mixing, they're using the children to get in and blend in, and
You've
you've
got
got
a
to
Meghan
deny
Markle
them
then.
access of you, your energy. We see, look, the music industry runs off of our souls,
Yes.
energy. That's us. There is no form of money that they can give us that's worth our souls, bro.
Yeah.
Once we realise that, we've got to start thinking of, okay, there's another way. We've got to use this for something else. Because they're taking our souls through these contracts.
And you know what's so crazy? You see these artists in the music industry, yeah? They're not making money.
They're not.
Do you know how they make money? Shows.
Yeah.
They don't see a penny from their album.
Nope.
Do you know what I'm saying? It shows that's where they make their money from.
Because you got a 40-60 split, and then they'll have to give to the manager, then the
And everybody
distributor.
else.
How does it make sense?
That's
How does it make sense that
That's
your
why
album
most of them end up in
your
debt.
album can go platinum or diamond and you still ain't seen a penny out of that?
Wait,
I know
no.
slavery,
How
man.
do you end up in debt after like 2-3?
How do you end up in debt?
It's beautiful.
Do you know why I think it
In
is?
debt.
From where I'm
You're number one artist.
It's that
No,
They've
it's because
done
you
it.
took a loan from the
Done it.
bank.
Do you know
it's the
what?
advance. It's the advance.
What money
That's
are you
he's
saying?
saying.
Because
It's
you ain't
the
got a
advance.
house.
I
You
can't
ain't
see-
got nothing guanin.
Bro, there was someone online complaining, yeah, that the guy gave him $2,000 and a 200 Q of weed, fam. And he's like, you made me sign this contract, but you own my name
But you
now.
took it though.
And you gave me 200 Q.
No, but you took it though.
Take that outside.
No, you know,
some
you know
young
what you say
Jew
no,
artist.
as in what the Matrix says. You just have to say no. I don't understand
No.
this. No.
You have to
Red
explain
pill.
Can we
Red pill.
No one watched The Matrix,
renegotiate the
Jay.
terms?
No one
and
watched
can
The
the terms
Matrix.
be on
They don't watch
you
it.
like
No,
a certain mark?
I'm
gonna bring you, bro.
Do you know what? I
Most
forgot
young
the
people
Matrix
like
had
I
action
think at
movies.
Brixton.
I forgot
Young
the action
people just like, yo, it's my area is a,
I forgot it was an
is
action
a, is
movie.
a war zone. I
Yeah.
need to get out.
Yeah.
I need to get out. Give me £3,000. I'll take it. I'll take whatever. I need to get out of there. They're trying to kill me. They're killing
Yeah,
everyone.
see,
Stabbings. It's very
It's a
violent.
part of the
around here.
organised crime.
Give me £2.5 and I'm. I'll
That's
sign
because you know that. That's
my life
because
away.
that's because he's now in a predicament where mans are saying to him, yo, you need to do things out here because we're out here doing it and you're not doing it. But he doesn't really want to do it. And he doesn't know how to say no to the mandem. And if he says no to the mandem will be like, what? Later? Wait, we on? Like, they're going to switch on him. You get what I'm saying? So he's saying, listen, you give me this, I'll go and rent a yard over there. I'll pop in and pop out. If I hear what's going on in there, I'll be like, that's mad. It's what happened. Boy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Here's my 2 bills for whatever you're going to do. Then he drives back out. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have to deal with a situation that's in the ends where everybody that's living in the ends.
People are really trying to escape it. For real. When they say that whole get out of the hood, people are really.
Yeah,
That's a
but
dream for them.
it's value.
Some of
It's
these
value.
record
How
deals
do
are
you
a dream
value
for
your
some of them,
life?
man.
I was
A
gonna-
dream.
Oh, that is so powerful. How do you value your life?
Because you got to say, if I stay in the hood, this could happen to me. So let me take the money, but you don't realise taking the money is still going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just going to be a slower death.
Well.
Right, so because that's it. But because it's mental and physical, they're thinking, right, they're gonna mash me up by doing this. They're gonna. It's. Do you know what they feel like? There's greater consequences with the hood because it's direct. Yeah, there's no long drawn out soul depleting act. It's I'm gonna kill you or what. However, if you go to but if you go and sign a contract, your life is slowly depleting. But you just don't know it.
They can't value their life if they don't know who they truly are at their core.
But this is my
But
point.
at that time, you don't. When you're on the road, you don't know who you are.
You don't have time to
You ain't got time to think.
No,
That's who you have to be.
But I'm saying, prior to that, you get into these situations because they rob you of a knowledge of self, right?
Yeah.
If you knew who you
the
truly
truth,
were
they
at your core, as he said, you wouldn't be afraid to die because there is no death. Death is a concept, right? If you knew that you was energy and the real exchange is the energy
It's mad you said that.
coming from you, right? Then you're not gonna give that up for nothing, especially for something that's gonna kill me in the end. That's trying to kill me.
Do you know, I just want to say this, yeah?
masses.
I want to say this, yeah? Fucking hell. Yeah, I just want to say this, yeah? Before my brother died, yeah, we had a conversation. And he said to me, yeah, he asked me a question, he goes, why was you always moving the way like that? Like, why was you not afraid to die? I said to him, it's because, like, I didn't even want to be here. Like, no one cares for me. Do you know what I mean?
It's like
Mum don't care for me. Like, no one cares for me, so I'm not really loved. So, bro, I don't care if I live or die. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm always ready to die. So he said to me, do you know what? I was afraid of dying, but now I'm not. Do you know the next day the man went and died? Like that. So that's what I realized. It hurt me, but I realized, yeah.
Peace with it.
Now I'm never at peace with it. Until this day, I'm not at peace with it. Because it's the fact that you took somebody that's close, that's somebody that's with you. Do you know what I mean? You want to grow old with your bro and still speak and you know what I mean? And you want your brother to die with natural causes of death.
Was
like,
it
you know.
Circumstances as
Bro,
well?
it's basically always politics. That's why I said, yeah, niggas are Judas. Niggas. You know what I mean? The word, I don't call my man them niggas. I call niggas because those are niggas mentality.
Sorry, don't lose it. But what I'm saying is that what you're saying is so real. It's just that our understanding of what a nigger is warped. I am telling you, if you knew that the nigger was the enemy within you, you wouldn't be calling yourself a nigger. Because that nigger is trying to kill you.
But I think they know that though.
No, I don't think they know that. Listen, they're so blunted.
Did they call their grandma a nigger?
No, they
I
don't.
bet they never would. They know that's a black woman. They know what a black woman looks like. But when they step out of the house, they stop being Stephen, Ishmael, or whatever they are.
What you're saying, Steve?
They become
crusher. Yeah. 10 years hand. That's where the nigga shit comes from.
You know how embarrassing it is that we've been reduced to such a level. We've been reduced to the lowest level ever.
And
like,
we've been reduced.
And you know what? One more thing, yeah. Just to get back to what you said with the respect situation, yeah. I don't really think respect has to do with us, man, them, to a certain extent. I believe the respect is more for the women. Do you know what I mean? When they use the word respect, it's like they say to a woman, respect me or respect yourself because of how you're going to behave. Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes that's how I see it. And then also, it comes into us as to be like, how do we respect our women too? And how do we respect our people? You know what I mean? That's when the respect thing comes into it. Do you know what I mean? I don't really put like when somebody says, I respect you, I say, I don't want your respect. I don't need your respect. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I'm going to throw it on his head. I respect you in a way. Yeah, whether you want it or not, I'm afraid. I respect you in a way that I will never put you in a position for you to have to step out of your African self and have to be that nigga.
I was gonna say.
That's why I respect you. That's my type of respect.
I was gonna say.
I respect you to stay the man that you are. I want you to be that for me and my son. When my son comes, I want him to see you and see another option, another way that he can express himself.
It's like my pops as well. They both think,
I get what you're saying. Women should get respect, but maybe not men, or men shouldn't be respectful. I think us men as leaders need to lead.
These kids seem to have poisonous choices in their mind, so like they don't see their fellow melanated man as like them. Like actually, by me hurting you, I'm destroying my community. Because when that situation and we got them face to face, they're like, I know your mum, I know your dad, and they were about to run at each other. You're thinking, you know,
some of them are
and when you
siblings.
got to the core of it, there was nothing. I was like, So you're not about to kill each other over nothing, literally.
But what's the community? What's the community, innit?
But sometimes you get into situations where you've got a friend who's in a situation, and Robin's powerful because he speaks about, was you in the wrong though? You just ride out for your guy, but do you ever question your guy afterwards? Like,
yeah. I have.
No, but that's what. But a lot of men don't.
Does everyone?
Man will just ride out because they want to look good, but they're not questioning. Did you put man in a situation because of your ego or fear?
Yeah. You know what it is, yeah? It happens. Do you know what? You know your guy's wrong. Sometimes, yeah. You know when something's happened right there and then, you're not thinking about it. Yeah. You just do it. You see once you do it, and then you're sitting in that car, you're like, you don't even fucking started this shit, bro. You know you started this thing. Well, you could have just walked away. And I think, young black men, black boys, just black in general, are hard-headed, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Got too much pride. Sometimes it's like, just leave it.
Yeah, but
It doesn't need to escalate.
I think it's holding on to the last little dregs of our pride that we got left.
I don't think it's that.
That's what it is.
I think it goes back to our pain. I think it's our pain. I think it's our pain.
It's the pain.
We can't let it go. People have killed our brothers, our
but the
cousins, our
ego
friends.
overrides it.
But
Because
bro,
that's what
it's hard to let it go.
Imagine,
The hard head comes from this, I think.
But imagine if we thought deeper. Imagine if we said, although the vessel was a melanated brother, actually the program is the system. So it wasn't you that killed your own, it was the system. It might come in the form of looking like...
We ain't gonna have teachers
And what I'm saying is, for me, even if someone's killed, like someone I know, they'll play something now, and there's probably lots of other brothers in this place. Because I know how hard they've come down on our people, I can't think about me anymore. I've got to go we. For me, it's about honouring. Like, so the youths that stabbed me, I've forgiven them. And the freedom that's brought is now you don't have to fear me. Now we can have real conversations about how do you heal. Yeah. Because really, Robin
Travis is an advocate. He's like a prime example.
When I got stabbed, I was thinking my people were flipping traumatized. I was like, I can't do that to your mum. I'm not even hurting you. I might be freeing you from this world.
Because you're operating from a higher self.
Yeah, you've been enlightened from very, very early on.
Yeah, you just said something, right? If you saw me for who I truly was, it'd be love immediately. So what you're seeing isn't a true representation of me. Because if you kill me, you kill you. Because you're finished also. And a bloodline is gonna... Do you get what I mean? So this is what I... Complexity.
It's because hold on. Let me say this.
Individuality.
You see what you're saying?
We're the only ones that do it.
I'm gonna be real, I agree with you. I do agree with you, But at some point as well, I feel like if he kills you, he's not necessarily thinking that he's killed himself.
Of course.
But you gotta remember this, once he's killed you, do you know what he's just done?
Gone.
He's just destroyed a family. And then the person, your brother, that's there, everybody's like, Christmas is not the same. Birthday is not the same. And it's not like, oh my God, it's gonna get better. No. It's fucked for life. You know what I mean? Even when you move on with life and it's not that anymore, that shit is already
I think it's level somewhere else. I think he's killed his family. So if he killed me, he kills his family. Because we're all one.
That's how I see it.
African, Caribbean, all of us are one.
The family.
It's the separation.
But they're not affecting it. But I hear what you're saying.
Look at my takeoff time. Like, we all felt it somehow.
Yeah.
A lot of people felt
that. I felt
it as well. And then someone said to me, "What, did you know him?" Someone asked me that. Because
I don't have to know him,
I said to them that I felt it. They said,
no, but I don't have to know him. Because you know what? I don't have to know him. Because
I'm just saying.
You watch him and you see his character.
We all know. Which is why they go through such an effort to make sure that we forget. And it's because we forget, right? We end up partaking in these things that end up destroying it. At the root, their thing, the white man, them was divide and conquer. We have been divided, which is why one can't see another as brother, as family.
All right.
So we are the effects of divide and conquer.
We are. This is it.
Do you know what's crazy? It's crazy you said that, that we felt that, Do you know back then, slavery time, if a black man killed a white man, Did you see the way they were all team up together to come and kill all the black
of
people?
course. Every town they come in a horse.
Yo, they felt that. Like they said, yo, the nigger killed one of us.
I watch these guys. He's a criminologist, psychologist, but you never see him. He breaks down the interview confession tapes. Yeah. So you'll see people. Sometimes you'll get a little clip of what the crime was, and then you'll see how they get interviewed. They get interrogated and interviewed. 2 of them now stood out to me. Mad. There's one guy that there was a car parked on a disabled parking place. The man must have jumped out with his ute to go and get something and left his baby mum and the other ute, or his wife and the other ute in the car now. This white man walks up to the car. You're not supposed to be parked here. He's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, yeah, whatever. Man starts arguing with her now. He's shouting through the window at the woman. The man's heard the shouting from inside the petrol station. He's come down. What the fuck are you doing? Come over. I'm gonna push the man. Yeah, the man lands on the floor. Boom, boom, boom. Shoots him. Yeah. That was, but when you see him go and do the interrogation, he was there. He done this stuff to me, officer, and he's so calm. He's talking to the police. And he's saying, this is just what we got to do, officer. And he was aggressive to me. I was feared for my life. And
But you went to his car, though.
Talking to his missus. And he pushed him. And when he landed on the floor, you see he had a gun, turned around and went to walk off. And then the guy popped 3 shots at him in front of his women and children. And the man was walking away. If we never had that footage, the court case might have gone different. Same thing for another one. This guy was driving through a petrol station and his youths was playing music too loud. The man said, can you turn it down? One of them said, all right. The other one said, no, fuck that guy, man. Turn the fucking music up. This is our car. Yeah? The man just pulled out his thing. Boom, boom. Burst 6 shots into the whip, fam. Shot one of the youths in the heart. He died within 45 seconds. Right. But when he went in to talk to the police, how calm he was talking to them. Talking about it as a matter of necessity. It was a matter of necessity to mow these African people down in the way that they've done it. And that really sticks with me. And I think it speaks, what people evade, I don't want to get too deep, but what people evade is, we all hear about individualism. You can be anything you want to be, especially this concept of the American dream being pushed through the TV onto us in Britain, yeah?
That's bullshit, man.
Which is bullshit, even Americans know it's bullshit. But guess what? Now we've got this concept of individualism, we're sleeping on collective consciousness.
Yes.
We all got collective consciousness and we know it and we do things and we didn't know why we do it, but turns out something's happened to for instance, a simple one, I bet all of us have been told we've got to work twice as hard to get even. Yeah. Somehow this is crept into our grandmother's collective consciousness to give us all the same advice, so we got to get through life in that way. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? It's plain to see it actually is.
You understand? So it's good advice, but guess what? We sleep on the white man's collective consciousness. We sleep on European white collective consciousness. I love to see it active. I love to see an Australian bump into a British man and they, and they just did all these moments they have to give. It's like, wow.
Moments of clarity. Moments of clarity and joy.
Clarity, brotherhood. This man, you know what I'm saying? This man lives in flip-flops. This man, but them man, they just know each other, you know? That's my brother, man, you know?
That's why we've got to wake up, because we'll be in 100 years talking about you got to work twice as hard. And it ain't about that. We can't be here in 200 years talking about twice as hard. That has to
we need to work.
It's twice as hard to get even if you want to work for them.
We're done.
If you want a job for them, you got to work twice as hard as his son to be as valuable to him as his son or his nephew or his neighbour. Yeah? But if you work just as hard as he does for yourself, as he does for himself, the results probably will be twice as valuable.
No, when we've done the episode, are there any good white people?
Yeah.
I think there are though, man.
Nah, there is. No, there is, man. Nah, there is, bro. There is.
That makes sense to me.
I knew that was sentient. That was sentient.
No, but he knew what he was going to do.
Listen,
He knew what he was saying. That's why he's fine around. He knew what he was saying.
Nah, bro.
You just made us all so leaving.
Look.
I can't lie.
Why I'm saying what I'm saying is this, yeah? Why I'm saying what I'm saying is this, right? Is as you said, beautifully, good for what? Good for what? I see, bro. Good for what? Yo. Fuck what I'm saying. It's what you said.
Yeah.
Good for what? If they come together, they can make something happen for us. We ain't waiting for them, but don't try and infiltrate our team when there's historical context of you lot fucking up our shit.
Some of
And
them,
us not feeling...
some of them were just man them, they were on the block, just those white boys.
We're not just man them on the block. They are being used.
That's true.
They are being used as pawns against us, whether they act or they don't act. This whole thing of whiteness and purity and oh, let's just get along and live in peace. This is not peace.
But do you think all white people tap into that? And I'm just being...
Yo, some white people fight for black people, you know?
Where? When? What's changed? I want to see. Where?
Because some of them are teaching, some of them I've seen on YouTube, yeah, they actually go in deep on our history and say, yo, these are the real Israelites. They're actually saying this. They're actually pushing it forward.
You know, I want to see.
You know what I mean? They're doing that.
They don't admit.
But I said that. I said that. I just said that. That's why they're getting with black men or white women are getting with black men or you know what I'm saying? So they can be on this side of the fence. But they are noticing and they're starting to realize.
Do you know what's beautiful? Sorry to cut you, bro.
If I was them looking at us, I'd be scared.
You can see for me, yeah, what's good, leave me and what I think is good. If you man can think how you want to think, but me, I want to see more. I want to see more because I've seen the historical context of what's happened. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Why is this still happening? If these lot are good, why are we still in this state?
They're not good.
I had this conversation.
They're not good. They're not good.
You see, Russ,
the ones that are powerful, they're not good.
Jane Elliott.
You see what I'm saying?
I want
the
to
one
see
at the bottom,
that graft.
Right.
Dedicate your life to making this right.
So would you say she is?
He's coming in that same environment, yeah, where he's living. He's feeling it. He's going through what we're going through. He's going through.